Can I talk to you for a moment? Not as a preacher, not as someone who has all the answers, just as a friend. Because maybe you clicked on this video today for a reason. Maybe you've been praying for something for a long time. Maybe you've been asking God to open a door, heal a wound, fix a relationship, or show you what to do next. And yet, nothing seems to be happening. The days keep passing, the weeks turn into months, and sometimes you start wondering if God even hears you. You may never say it out loud, but deep inside, the question is there. God, have you forgotten about me? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. More people feel this than you think. In fact, some of the strongest believers have faced the same struggle. There are moments in life when God feels close, and then there are moments when He feels silent. The hard part is that we often expect God to work according to our timeline. We want answers now. We want direction now. We want the breakthrough now. But life doesn't always work that way. And honestly, that can be incredibly frustrating. I think one of the most painful feelings in the world is not failure. I tease feeling invisible, feeling like nobody sees your tears, feeling like nobody understands your battle, feeling like you're fighting a war that no one else knows about. You wake up, you go to work, you take care of responsibilities, you smile when people ask how you're doing, but inside, you're carrying a weight that's hard to explain. And sometimes in those quiet moments, you find yourself asking, God, where are you? Maybe you're waiting for a job. Maybe you're waiting for healing. Maybe you're waiting for a relationship to be restored. Maybe you're waiting for a prayer to be answered. Whatever it is, the wait can feel endless. But can I share something that I've learned? God's silence does not mean God's absence. Let that sink in for a moment. Just because you can't see what God is doing doesn't mean He isn't working. Think about a seed planted in the ground for a long time. Nothing is visible. No flowers, no branches, no fruit. If you look at the surface, it appears as though nothing is happening. But underneath the soil, something important is taking place. Roots are growing, foundations are forming, preparation is happening. And sometimes that's exactly what God is doing in our lives. He's working beneath the surface. He's building things we can't yet see. He's preparing us for things we aren't ready to understand. I know that may not remove the pain, but it might help you see your situation differently. What if this season isn't a punishment? What if this season is preparation? What if God hasn't forgotten you at all? What if He's actually closer than you realize? One of the things I find interesting is that we often judge God's presence by our feelings. When we feel peaceful, we believe He's near. When we feel lost, we assume He's far away. But feelings can be deceptive. There are days when the sky is filled with clouds. You can't see the sun, but the sun hasn't disappeared. It's still there. The clouds just block your view, and sometimes pain, fear, anxiety, and disappointment can do the same thing. They can make it hard to see God, but they cannot remove God from your life. He is still present. He is still faithful. He is still working, even when you don't feel it, even when you don't see it, even when you don't understand it. Maybe today you feel exhausted. You've been strong for too long. You've been carrying too much. You're tired of waiting, tired of wondering, tired of hoping. If that's you, I want you to know something. You don't have to have perfect faith. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to pretend everything is okay. God can handle your questions. He can handle your fears. He can handle your confusion. He's not afraid of your honesty. In fact, some of the most powerful moments of faith begin with honest conversations. God, I don't understand. God, I'm hurt. God, I'm tired. God, I need you. There is nothing wrong with praying those words. Sometimes the most beautiful prayer is the simplest one. And maybe that's where you are today. Maybe you don't have a long prayer. Maybe all you have is a whisper. That's okay. God hears whispers too. Before we finish, I want you to remember this. Your story is not over. This chapter is not the final chapter. The delay is not the end. The struggle is not the end. The silence is not the end. There are things happening right now that you cannot see. Doors you don't know about. Opportunities you haven't met yet. Blessings still on the way. And even if life doesn't look the way you expected, God is still writing your story. So if you feel forgotten today, hold on. Take one more step. Say one more prayer. Trust God one more day. Because the same God who has carried you this far is not going to abandon you now. You are seen, you are loved, you are known. And no matter what you're facing today, God has not forgotten you, not for a single moment, and He never will. Wherever you are today, may God give you peace, strength, and hope. God bless you.